Welcome to this explainer. We're talking kitchen makeovers today, and I am so excited because we're tackling one of the most transformative DIY projects you can ever take on. Now, if you're dreaming of a pristine, modern white kitchen, you can't just grab the whitest can at the store in a roller. Kitchen paint needs to be an absolute fortress against grease. To get that glass smooth, factory finished look, the kind that looks like it just rolled off an assembly line without a single brushstroke, you need the right approach. Today, we're walking through the ultimate 2026 blueprint for choosing and using the perfect paint sprayer to completely upgrade your kitchen. Just listen to this Reddit user who really hit the nail on the head. I sprayed my whole kitchen in a Saturday and couldn't believe the difference compared to rolling. The reality we just have to face is that traditional brushing and rolling simply won't cut it. No matter how careful you are, rollers leave stipple and brushes leave lines. Upgrading to a sprayer is the ultimate DIY game changer. It takes you from I painted my cabinets to I completely remodeled my kitchen. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The secret to smooth cabinets. 2. Top sprayer picks for 2026. 3. Siphon versus gravity feed. 4. Essential pre-spray prep. And 5. Pro tips for flawless finishes. Let's jump right in. Section 1. The secret to smooth cabinets. Why HVLP technology wins. So, there is a massive difference in spray technology when you compare HVLP, which stands for high volume, low pressure, against airless systems. Airless sprayers are incredibly powerful, and they are fantastic for blasting large exterior walls lightning fast. But that raw power is exactly why you do not want an airless sprayer in your kitchen. It creates massive bounce back and literally fills the room with a fog of paint mist. HVLP, on the other hand, gives you beautiful, fine atomization with minimal overspray. For enclosed kitchen spaces and detailed cabinet frames, the controlled precision of HVLP is absolutely your only choice. Section 2. Top sprayer picks for 2026. The best tools for every budget. Okay, let's break down the top 3 sprayers for 2026. Our best overall is the Fuji Minimite 4 T70, coming in right around $400. This is your gold standard for a true pro quality finish. If you're on a budget, the HomeRite Super Finish Max is a total steal at under $100, absolutely perfect for first-time DIYers. And if you want the ultimate control for detailed work, our best gravity feed pick is the Fuji Minimite 4 T75G at a premium price point. Let's zoom in on that Fuji Minimite 4 for a second, and specifically this number right here, 8.5. That is the massive amount of PSI produced by the 4-stage turbine in this unit. Why does that matter? Because to get that factory finish, you want to use heavy-duty, self-leveling urethane acrylic formulas, like Insulex Cabinet Coat, which is an amazing paint. Cheaper 2-stage turbines force you to aggressively thin your paint, which ruins its durability. But with 8.5 psi, you have the raw power to push modern waterborne enamels right through the gun with near zero orange peel. But what if you're a first-timer who's terrified of making a mistake? That's where our budget hero comes in. The HomeRite Super Finish Max packs a 450-watt motor, includes 3 interchangeable brass tips, and holds a massive 39 ounces of paint. It's basically a box of confidence. Pair a friendly sprayer like this with a no-sanding shortcut like the Rust-Oleum Cabinet Transformations Kit, and you have an incredibly affordable way to drag your kitchen out of the 90s without the headache. Section 3. Siphon versus gravity feed guns. Understanding the mechanics. Let's talk gun mechanics. A gravity feed system literally puts the paint cup on top of the gun body, so gravity naturally pulls the paint down into the needle. Now, think about painting cabinet doors. The ultimate pro secret is to lay them completely flat on a table so the paint levels out perfectly. A standard siphon feed gun, where the cup is on the bottom, will actually choke on air if you tilt it too far forward. But a gravity feed design lets you spray perfectly flat at low angles without ever starving the gun. And the benefits don't stop at ergonomics. There is a massive economic upside here. Because the paint drains entirely from that top-mounted cup, a gravity feed system can use up to 20% less paint than a siphon feed setup. High-quality kitchen enamel is definitely an investment, so saving 20% of it over the course of a full kitchen job, that is a huge win for your wallet. Section 4. Essential pre-spray prep steps, the foundation of a factory finish. These 6 prep steps are your holy grail. Step 1. Remove and label your doors with painter's tape. Step 2. Clean everything with a hardcore degreaser. If you skip degreasing, the new paint will actually repel from leftover stove grime, causing little craters called fisheyes. Step 3. Lightly sand or degloss. Step 4. Apply a bonding primer.
And here is a pro secret for 2026. If you have oak or pine cabinets, you must use a stain-blocking primer, otherwise you get tan and bleed and your beautiful new white paint will slowly turn yellow from the wood's natural oils. Step 5, set up your spray area. And step 6, strain your paint. Seriously, do not skip the mesh strainer, or a dried paint flake will guarantee a mid-spray clog. Section 5, pro tips for flawless finishes. Executing the perfect coat.
All right, it's time for execution. Remember, spray those doors laying flat. Always test your spray pattern on cardboard first to dial it in. Now, whether you go with a satin finish that's super forgiving on imperfect surfaces, or a high-traffic semi-gloss that's way easier to wipe down when the kids spill spaghetti sauce, the rule is the same. 2 or 3 thin coats beat 1 thick coat every single time. Keep that gun exactly 8 to 12 inches away from the surface to completely avoid drips and allow 4 hours between coats. Oh, and quick reminder on the 7-day rule. Even if it feels dry to the touch, your paint takes a full 7 days to cure, hard enough to handle actual scrubbing, so go easy on them for the first week. I know looking at all these steps can feel a bit intimidating, but let's break down the math. For an average kitchen of 20 doors, getting 3 thin coats, you're only looking at about 3 to 4 hours of active spring time. Even when you factor in the 4-hour drying windows, this entire massive high-end transformation is literally just a 1 to 2 day weekend project. So the only question left is, are you ready to start? Please don't let your kitchen stay stuck in the 90s for another year. Head over to thepaintly.com. They are basically the only place that actually understands the chemistry of a clean kitchen. Use their cabinet coverage calculator to see if you need 1 gallon or 2, and use the Amazon links to grab your HVLP sprayer, the NSLX paint, or those Rust-Oleum kits. You absolutely have the blueprint to do this. Get that dream white kitchen started this weekend.